But I want to go now into this specific brand. You said that toward in this more recent venture of franchising, that you kind of reevaluated the health and wellness business model of cardio, strength, but also recovery. And I'd love to hear more about that because I know there's a lot of people in my audience that are into health and wellness, and I would be curious to know what this business model looks like and how it benefits your consumers or your customers.
Yeah, completely. So when I started down this path of Stride Fitness and what I wanted to do, I wanted to focus and invest on where fitness was going and not necessarily where it had already been. And so I knew the fitness concept and what I wanted was really this dynamic 50-50 blend of cardio and strength in one class. I think, as I've gotten older and, other people I know, strength training is a big component of what you need for longevity. And so, a lot of these single modality fitness concepts out there, they all focus on cardio and fat burning. That was the big thing for a long time. And,
Yeah.
calorie loss and all of that, which is still, it's important. It's important, KPI to track. But at the end of the day, strength training is what's going to prevent us from falling apart as we get older in life, right? And so I think it's critically important. I think people are realizing that with a lot of the other things that we're starting to see out there with fitness competitions and whatnot. So my goal with that was to create this, single class opportunity where people could come in and get the strength training that they need, but also get the cardio piece that they need and have this fully dynamic workout. But the part that's missing, and it's something that we've started to see grow across the wellness space, is recovery. And there are independent recovery companies out there that provide the cold plunges and the saunas and the red light therapies and the cryo beds and all the different things that you can go and do. But you don't see that in a single boutique fitness modality. You see it in some of
No.
the big boxes that have 30,000 square feet where they can have some dedicated space to do those things. But you don't really see it in a boutique fitness concept. And so our boutique fitness members have to have multiple memberships to go out and do these things. And so they'll have a membership to their Pilates, and they'll have a membership to their recovery, and they'll have a membership to, AYZ. And so my idea was, how do we create this space where we can have, all three in one place without, creating this 30,000 square foot space. And
Right.
so that's what I did. I took the core recovery components that I believe are the most important, and that can take up a small footprint and really be self-guided and allow members to have that recovery journey in addition to, the cardio and the strength. And so we have in our studios, we're primarily 2,000 to 2,800 square feet with about 150 square feet dedicated to the recovery component. And in there, we have 4 anti-gravity heated massage chairs. We have the air compression massage therapy through a company called Hyperice, where we have the legs and the hips and the arms, really promoting circulation and blood flow, helping to break up the lactic acid from the workout. We also have red light
Wow.
therapy and vibration plate technology, which help with lymphatic drainage and just a lot of the other benefits that are driven by the red light therapy, as well as a small stretching area, basically, with some apparatus for myofascial release. All of it kind of self-guided. And so what we've done is incorporated that
Wow.
into the membership package. And so there's a membership type which is kind of universal. You can come in, you can take as many classes as you want, you can use the recovery as much as you like. And then another element where you get a little bit of both. And now we're starting to open up just recovery memberships as well, because we've had so many people that have really just loved that recovery aspect of it. And they might not be able to do the workouts because they're a little older, they've got some disabilities, whatever it is, but they love the recovery piece and just want to come in and take part in that. So I think that's where fitness is going. I think it's this multi-modality in more inclusivity of a lot of things that people want as a consumer and getting it in one place. And some of the big boxes allow that, but you lose because it is so big, you lose that personal touch that we were talking about earlier and that community that's created in a boutique fitness space. And so being able to keep that and incorporating all of these, I think is incredibly unique. And we're kind of on the forefront of doing that. So excited to start
So
rolling
I'm
out.
so excited about this because I'll segue from what you're saying. And again, I really appreciate this because I'm discovering the same thing. Yes, I used to sweat hard, run, Stairmaster, aerobics classes, and yes, it was a good workout. And begrudgingly, I started weightlifting and didn't like it because I couldn't find a way to really enjoy it. And now I
Mhm.
figured that out. But the thing that was had a problem for me is I'm a constant doer. I'm very results oriented. I used to think idleness and resting was a waste of time. But I've now since learned, since I've gotten older, I had a sports injury in my shoulder. As part of going to physical therapy, I have realized what did you call that thing where they kind of rub the muscles and it goes black and blue, but it increases circulation and break with something fat. What do you call that again?
Faster release.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Well, it looks terrible
Yeah.
when you do it, but oh my, afterwards, like, oh my God, I can stretch now. And
Yeah.
also, using massage therapy and some radiotherapy to kind of stimulate the areas that are inflamed, and then resting. Knowing how to
Mhm.
rest and let the body be, it's a miracle. It can repair itself with some
Yeah.
of those recovery techniques. I think you're really onto something
Yeah.
because rest and recovery is necessary as part of that health journey.
And from a fitness, from a business standpoint of it, it really helps with retention because many times you'll see, members like yourself who you just described got hurt and then you leave and you don't come back. With this, it incorporates that recovery that teaches you and allows you to let the body heal, let the body reset and repair, and then you come to the next class in a better position, right? And so we've seen the retention over the last year in which we've been doing this go up as well. So it's not just I think a great idea from a business perspective. It's making a lot of financial sense as well because our members are staying longer and really seeing more benefits from being
Yeah.
a part of the membership.
So we have focused on your journey, all the transitions along the way that have built up to what is a revolutionary or all-encompassing health and wellness model.